Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. In this module, we shall be discussing about eco-labeling of different products. Government of India has taken a number of steps for the pollution control as well as environmental management. One step among different steps is eco-labeling of different products. The Government of India launched Ecomark scheme in 1991. This scheme of Government of India is based upon cradle to grave approach. Here the meaning of cradle to grave approach is that a product is environment friendly since we started production till its disposal. Here the cradle means production and grave means disposal. Nowadays some people, some organization and some countries have started to talk about cradle to cradle approach also. The cradle to cradle approach means a product is environment friendly since its production and it is never going to grave. When it is disposed, it acts as cradle, means it acts as raw material for some other products. So the content of today's module include, the contents of this module include background of Ecomark scheme or eco-labeling project taken up by Government of India, what were the objectives of this project, what is the status of eco-labeling at international level, and the logo of Ecomark scheme in India and its meaning, and different products which have been covered under Ecomark scheme, administrative and organizational structure of Ecomark scheme. This includes functioning of steering committee, composition of steering committee, functions of technical committee, composition of technical committee, and functions of Bureau of Indian Standards. The scheme on labeling of environment friendly products was instituted by the Ministry of Environment and Forest, Government of India through Gazette Notification number 71 dated 21st February 1991. The scheme is operating on a national basis and provides accreditation and labeling of household and other consumer products which meet certain environmental criteria along with quality requirements of the Indian standards for that product. The scheme is called as Ecomark scheme. Any product which is made, used or disposed of in a way that significantly reduces the harm it would otherwise cause to the environment are categorized as environment friendly products. The scheme is voluntary and invites participation from common citizens and concerned industrial sectors in the larger interest of the environment or environmental management. If we come to the specific objectives of the scheme, the specific objectives of the scheme include to provide incentive for manufacturers and importers to reduce adverse environmental impacts of products, to reward genuine initiatives by companies to reduce adverse environmental impact of their products, to assist consumers to become more environment responsible in their daily lives by providing information to take account of environmental factors in their purchase decision, to encourage consumers to purchase environment friendly products and to improve environmental quality and encourage sustainable management of resources. This eco-labeling scheme has been initiated in several countries. This scheme was started in 1970s for the first time in Germany. The logo of Germany is called as Blue Angel. You will see the logo here, and in Japan the logo is called as Ecomark. Similarly in Canada it is called as Environmental Choice, that is having a maple leaf. In United States it is this eco-labeling scheme is called as Green Seal. In Israel the logo of eco-friendly products is called as Green Label, and in New Zealand it is called as Environmental choice. As far as the logo of Indian Ecomark is concerned, that is a earthen pot. So if you look on this picture, in this picture you will find a earthen pot, and that is placed little bit tilted. Now earthen pot, the raw material for this earthen pot is earth, that is environment friendly, taken from the nature and not causing any kind of pollution. And when this pot will break, then ultimately this will go to the environment itself, and it will not be causing any kind of harm when it will be disposed after use. And this tilting is also having a very specific meaning. This tilting indicates the environment, that you take whatever is available in the environment. Don't try to exploit the environment for your greeds, or don't take more than that what the environment is not having for you. This may lead to disasters. 16 categories of different products have been identified for the eco-labeling. I would like to again mention here that eco-labeling is done for the products. The different products which have been included in the Ecomark scheme include soaps and detergents, food items, textiles, packaging, cosmetics, vegetable oil, paints, food additives and preservatives, batteries, plastics, pesticides and drugs, electronic goods, paper, wood substances, lubricating oils and aerosols. As far as administrative and organizational structure of Ecomark scheme is concerned, the Ministry of Environment and Forest has constituted two committees, namely the Steering Committee and Technical Committee, to identify product categories which will be included in this scheme, develop criteria and to coordinate related activities. In addition to this, the Bureau of Indian Standard has been given the duty to assess and certify the products and draw up a contract with the manufacturers, allowing the use of the label on payment of a fee. The term of committees as proposed by the Government of India is 3 years or until reconstituted. Yes, if we come to the functions of the steering committee, the functions of steering committee include selection of the logo for Ecomark scheme. As we have discussed, the logo of Ecomark scheme has been identified, an earthen pot. The functions of steering committee include selection of logo for Ecomark, and that is a earthen pot that is identified by the steering committee. Activities related to creation of mass awareness for promotion and acceptance of the scheme. Determining the product categories to be taken up under this scheme. Coordinating ways of ensuring that industry is actively involved in the scheme. Securing the involvement of other ministries, government departments, industry associations and other non-governmental organizations and consumer organization in the Ecomark scheme. For emulation of strategies for future development of this scheme, identifying institutions in India or outside which are engaged in the standardization of any article or process or improvement of quality of any article or process and recommending assistance to build consumer awareness. Promoting program of comparative testing of products by consumer organization and disseminate their results to the general public. Supporting any research for the formulation of Ecomark products in the interest of consumer groups. If we come to the composition of the steering committee, the steering committee will be having several members. The members include from the Department of Environment and Forest, Ministry of Industry, Department of Civil Supplies, Ministry of Chemicals and Petrochemicals, Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Director General of Technical Department, Director General CSIR, Director General of Health Services, Development Commissioner of Small Scale Industries, Chairman Central Pollution Control Board, Officer in charge, Ecomark in Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Besides above, central government shall nominate not more than 5 non-officials to represent the interest of industry, consumer groups or other NGOs, of which at least 2 will represent consumer groups. If we come to the functions of the technical committee, the functions of technical committee include identification of specific products for classifying as environment friendly, reviewing the existing state of knowledge and the environmental criteria being followed in other countries, recommend the most appropriate criteria and parameters to designate various products as environment friendly, review various technologies available for determining criteria, recommend various laboratories and analysis for products assessment to the Ministry of Environment and Forest and Climate Change, evaluation of environmental import of products, to review implementation of the scheme by the Bureau of Indian Standards, set up subcommittee for each product category, set up of external panel to advise it for specific products. The composition of technical committee. This technical committee will include Chairman Central Pollution Control Board as its chairman, Director General Bureau of Indian Standard New Delhi as its member, Director National Environmental Engineering Research Institute Nagpur member, Director National Chemical Laboratory Pune member, Director General National Test House Calcutta member, Director Industrial Toxicology Research Institute Lucknow member, Director National Institute of Occupational Safety member, and officer in charge Ecomark Scheme Central Pollution Control Board will be member secretary. Besides above, the central government shall nominate not more than 5 non-officials to represent the interest of industry and consumer groups. If we come to the functions of Bureau of Indian Standards, the functions of Bureau of Indian Standards in Ecomark scheme include to assess the product for Ecomark, certify the product for award of the Ecomark, to review, suspend or cancel or license for the use of Ecomark, and to inspect and monitor the industries to which Ecomark has been awarded. If we come to the certificate and licensing, for certification under Ecomark scheme, the manufacturer shall apply testing of products which fall under the notified categories along with fee set up by Bureau of Indian Standards. The testing and certification shall be carried out by Bureau of Indian Standards. The label shall be awarded for a minimum period of 1 year and shall roll forward annually. The various criteria for Ecomark scheme include primary criteria. The primary criteria include those parameters that are considered for determining products for Ecomark, and these primary criteria include production process including source of raw material, case of natural resources, likely impact of the product on the environment, energy conservation in the production of the product that to be awarded Ecomark, effect and extent of waste arising from the production process, disposal of the product and its containers, utilization as waste and recycled materials, suitability for recycling or packaging, and the biodegradability of the product. While evaluating the product for Ecomark scheme, we also take into consideration that the product should have lesser potential of pollution. The product should be recycled, recyclable or made from recycled products or biodegradable materials. The product should be saving non-renewable resources including non-renewable energy resources and natural resources. reduction of adverse primary criteria, period of award 1 year and roll forward. Logo is for Ecomark forwarded by central government. The Arden port has been chosen as Ecomark as we have discussed earlier because that indicate use of renewable resources like earth, doesn't produce hazardous waste during its production and use, consume little energy when it is produced, solid and graceful form represent both strength and fragility, that is the characteristics of ecosystems, signifies carries least damage to the environment. MOIF launch wide mass awareness assistance given to the consumer for testing of products and information dissemination. Now, what are the benefits of Ecomark scheme? First, information consumer choice, effective and easy way of informing customers on impact of product. A product which is having a Ecomark label, it means that product is environment friendly, and based upon that mark consumers can easily identify it. The label is helpful to differentiate among different products of the same category, that which one is environment friendly and which one is not environment friendly. A product that is having Ecomark or that is labeled as Ecomark is environment friendly, and a product that is not labeled is environment friendly of same category is not so environment friendly. This inform about the benefits of the product, promotes energy efficiency, waste minimization and product stewardship. This encourages economic growth. This promotes economic growth efficiency by educating consumers and manufacturers to formulate sportive environmental decisions. This also encourages market growth. This also encourages continuous improvement of the products. This encourages certification of different products, and this also assists in the monitoring. So, in this module, to sum up, in this module we have learned that what is eco-labeling, what is the Ecomark scheme of India, what is the logo of Ecomark scheme, and what are different committees constituted by the government of India for the award of Ecomark to different products. To have more information, I would suggest the students to visit the website of Central Pollution Control Board, Ministry of Environment and Forest, as well as of different state pollution control boards. On the website of different state pollution control boards, you will find that how many industries have been awarded Ecomark for how many products in that particular state. At the end, I would like the students to give one assignment, that to make a list of different industries which have been awarded Ecomark label in India. Thank you.